Cy Griffey getting locked in, leading his squad in OPS this season. All eyes on this rising star today. It's the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders taking on the Worcester Red Sox. First pitch coming your way next. Griffey getting ready to hit. 3 hits last night, a big factor in getting that win. It's very early, but it's make or break time for him right here. If he doesn't right the ship quickly, it's going to be a bad day. And a base hit right there. Stop sign goes up at third, runners at the corners with 1 out. And he keeps swinging a hot bat. Some really good games lately. Topped that one a bit, but still made some really loud contact to pull that one through the infield for a knock. He should be happy about that swing. For more than a century, Mutual Consolidated Cow Insurance has been protecting herds across the country. Find out what they can do for you today. Line drive. Can't get there, base hit. He makes the turn and digs for second base. Around second now, and they still don't have it. Coming to the plate, the relay. Not in time. He makes it safely for an inside-the-park home run. Welcome back. The Woo Sox at the dish here in the bottom of inning number 4. Griffey, 1 for 1 with a single so far. A laser into the outfield. 1 down. Back to the top of the order here. Now it's the right fielder, Duke Ellis. Liner, base hit. Around first and digging for second. The throw in. The tag, out.
That's an out.
1 out and the bases are empty. Here's the center fielder, Cy Griffey, 1 for 2. Griffey measures 6'2", just 21 years old, and he's knocked in double-digit runs in his last 10 games.
1-1.
Getting deep into this one, and they haven't had an answer for what he's been doing on the mound. He's really executing well in this outing. Line drive, and it's caught. Might need to do something to reset your karma. That liner had base hit written all over it. Just some bad luck. Foul ball there. Wouldn't be surprised to see the runner break from first, trying to stay out of the double play. Tying run waits at the plate. And a foul ball, so he stays alive. A little inside conscious now, and maybe the pitcher will target the outer half of the plate. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That one is foul. We'll see another. Now here's the 0-2. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. The Red Sox with the tying run at the dish. Six straight foul balls is just crazy. He's not going away without a fight. That one not close.
2 strikes.
Ball 1. Fights it off, we'll see another. Swing and a rocket. Pretty deep. And there's one away. Winning run at third, 2 down.
Number 13, Griffey.
And the curveball is down and in. We're in the bottom of the 9th inning. Winning run at third. 2 down.
Hey, no one better. Need you right here, huh now?
On the ground, right side, collects it, whips it to first, out with room to spare, and this wasn't a 5. Cy Griffey, the top prospect in the league. So 2 down. Next to hit, Cy Griffey. A lot of clutch hitting recently, more than an RBI per game over the last 10. That's in there. It's 0-1. Sharp grounder, that's through for a knock. A 2-out knock, and it keeps the inning alive. I know I was preaching an up-the-middle approach, but that ball was hit right on the screws, and that leads to a lot of base knocks, no matter which direction you send it. Griffey now at the plate, 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Tapped in front of the plate. And that'll do it. So they go. If your life feels bananas right now, find your inner peace with a visit to Bonobo Yoga. Yoga with the apes. Sorry, no gorillas are allowed on the premises. This one in the air, center field. There's 1 down. Almost got the inning started with a bang on that fastball. I'm sure he wishes he could have put that over the wall.
Hey, drive him in. Need you right here.
Hard contact, this one driven deep to right. It's carrying. Snags it on the warning track. The wind definitely played a role there. Off the bat, I thought that one was gone for sure. So 2 down. Next to bat for the Rail Riders, Jorbit Bibas. Liner, base hit. And that extends the inning. So digging in, Cy Griffey, 1 for 3. And that one fouled off. The 0-1 from the lefty. This one hammered, and it's got the distance for sure. No doubter, and they take the lead late. Made them pay for that one. A solo blast. And that's how they take the lead. It's now 2-1. That was a big-time blast in a big-time spot. Great swing, loud contact, and a predictable result when you look at the exit velocity and launch angle. That homer was wrecked. Always great to see a player as locked in as he was. Cy Griffey looking to help his team stay red hot. Can they keep their winning streak going today? It's the Worcester Red Sox and the St. Paul Saints. We'll be back to get this one started after this. So digging in, Cy Griffey. Griffey with a homer in his last game.
Outside, ball.
And he swings and lofts one to deep center. Way back there. And out of here. Blasted that one out of here. A 2-run blast. And that's how they take the lead. It's 2-0. As soon as that pitch came off his fingertips, he was dreading the result. That was a hanging breaking ball, and he crushed it for a homer. So 2 down. Griffey getting ready to hit. He's already homered in this ball game.
That's a ball.
This one is labeled. That one hops the wall. Around first, hustling for 2. And it's a 2-out double. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. He's a threat every time he steps into the box. This one is labeled. Could be 2, maybe more. Around first and heading for second. Chance at a triple. Relay to third. And he's out.
Got him on the tag. Out.
Runner at second here and 1 away. Griffey, he's already gone yard in this game. We're in the top of the 5th inning. 1 out and a runner at second.
Ball outside.
And a high fly out to center. The center fielder under it. 2 down. Digging in for the Saints, Walker Jenkins. And a frozen rope into center for a base hit. Lead runners around second. Botches it. Really loud contact there, and it goes back to what I've been saying about thinking up the middle. Right off the bat, that one had a good chance of becoming a hit. Nice AB.
Looking good. Nobody better up there.
This one is labeled. Dives, but it falls, and now it looks like extra bases. Runner around third. Crosses the plate. That ball was scorched, and he came through in a big way for them on that one. Games like this can really boost the perception of a prospect, and we'll see what it does for his profile. This broadcast is sponsored by NARF, helping small businesses do big things through science. Liner to center. Hauls it in on the run.
Now batting.
Now it's the switch-hitting outfielder, Cy Griffey. And in the first inning, he started off his day at the dish with a 2-run homer. Not a bad way to get things going.
Ball.
Crushes this one to right, and you can just tell that one goodbye. It is long gone. A solo blast, his second of the night, and they add on. It's 5-2. It's never a bad thing adding some insurance runs, and that home run helped them do just that. An absolute rocket of a home run there. The sound of that one coming off the bat was impressive. He can feel very good about that dinger. Obviously, he was a big piece. Cy Griffey, fresh off an impressive. Here's the center fielder, Cy Griffey. A big game last night. 4 hits in that one.
Here we go. No one better.
Hee-haw!
Runner at first, nobody out.
Ball. 1-1. No, that's low. Ball.
That one called a strike, and the count's even at 2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swing and a rocket.
Get out of here, ball. Get out of
This one pretty far back. Out of here. Leaves the yard to right. A 2-run shot. And they add to their lead. It's 3-0. That makes it 3 straight games with a homer for him. I hope he's enjoying this run because it doesn't happen all that often. Stepping to the plate next for St. Paul, Kyler Fedko.
The left fielder, Kyler Fedko.
Line drive, that's a base hit out into left center field. And it gets by. Around first, hustling for 2. It's been a tough run at the plate for him lately. He needed that base hit. When you go gap to gap like that, you're setting yourself up for a lot of success at the plate. Plenty of hits to be found out there. Nobody out and a runner at first. Griffey, he's already homered in this ballgame. Swing and a foul straight back. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Can't come up with it. Put the throw to first easily in time, and that's the first out. One out and the base is empty. Griffey, already a homer for him in this one. Pop-up foul on the right side. 2 away. And now, Cy Griffey. He's already gone yard in this game. Fastball on the corner at the knees, and that's a strike. That's not a pitch you want to swing at early in the count. Most likely, you'll just roll over it. If you have 2 strikes on you, that's different, of course. And that puts the tying run on base. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. He's a threat every time he steps into the box. Griffey leading things off and takes a strike. Sharp grounder, and it gets through for a base hit. Off to a good start with the leadoff knock. And he's just given them a big lift. Huge effort at the dish. I hope he savors this game. So 2 down. Digging in, the switch-hitting outfielder, Cy Griffey. Collected 3 hits in the loss yesterday.
Yeehaw!
And that's a base hit. One out with a runner at second. Griffey, 1 for 1 with a single so far. Hard ground ball, base hit. Coming to the plate. Here comes the throw. It's offline and the run scores. It's 3-zip. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. And he's a threat every time he steps into the box. Griffey will hit next. Griffey, just 21 years old, and he's been red hot at the plate lately. 5 home runs in his last 10 games. Pitch in the dirt.
1-0.
1 out and the base is empty. Gets the slider in there for a strike. This one lifted to center field. The center fielder settles underneath it. 2 away now. 2 outs and a runner at first. Cy Griffey digs in now. This one ripped but foul to the right. On 0-1, the delivery. Oh my, right to the backstop. And now a man in scoring position. Runner at second, 2 down. Gets that fastball by the swing upstairs. 3 straight fastballs to start this at bat. I'd expect him to go off speed here to change the pace. And that's off the inside edge. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Try to get him chasing on the changeup. 2 outs and a runner in scoring position. This one is labeled. That's pretty far back. To the warning track, makes the catch. Left on base. Here's the left fielder, Kalai Rosario. 0-1, here's the pitch. Line drive to center field. Dives, but it kicks off the glove. Now he turns for second. The throw in. The tag out. This game shows just why he's a key contributor for them. Every team needs hitters who give them the kind of results he did here. So 2 down. Stepping to the plate for Worcester, Cy Griffey. There's a strike. And there's a fly ball deep to right. And a base hit. Around first, hustling for 2. In at second with a 2-out double. And he keeps swinging a hot bat. Some really good games lately. Got the center cut fastball and pounced on it. That thing was smoked. We're in the bottom of the first. Coming up to the dish now for St. Paul, Anthony Prado. There's a strike.
Ball. 1-1. Ball.
He swings and drives this one to deep left. It one-hops off the wall. Could be trouble. Throws to second. And it's a double to start the bottom of the first. Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That one might as well have been placed on a tee right down the middle, a hitter's dream and a pitcher's nightmare. The center fielder,
missed.
the next to hit, takes outside.
1-0.
Next pitch, in for a strike. Swing and a miss.
1 and 2's the count.
Battling here, fouls it away. One and 2, here's the pitch. Try to
That's
get him
the ball.
chasing on the changeup.
2-2.
Still 2 and 2 after the foul ball. Into center. Makes a nice grab on a full sprint. And there's one down. So up next, Ty France. In there for strike 1. Runner at second here and 1 away.
2.
Hitter looks a little too passive against him right now, and he took advantage with 2 straight fastballs for strikes. Now the pitcher's in the driver's seat. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swings at the big bender for the K.
Batting fourth.
Next to hit for the Saints, Aaron Sabato. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Man at second with 2 down. On the ground to the left. Tosses to first. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. An inning in the books tonight, and we're scoreless here on the show. Take your small business to the next level with better chemistry by calling the fine folks at NARF. If you want to know how they'll do it, why are you asking so many questions, fella? Close, but ruled a ball. Jenkins goes 6 feet 3 inches, only 20 years old, a former first rounder in 2023. That one missed. Just
Ball, that's
missed.
outside.
There's a strike, 3-1 now. Out to center. Montgomery should have this one. And there's one away. Digging in for the Saints, Kalai Rosario. Struggling in the clutch lately, hitting beneath the Mendoza line with teammates in scoring position this month.
It's 0-1.
The 0-1 pitch, and now a check down to first. That's a swing, according to Eric Summersgill. Second inning, no score thus far. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Out on the dropped third strike. 2 gone. That strikeout didn't take long at all. You'd like to see a better approach. Now at the plate, Diego Cartaya. Homered back in Wednesday's game. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1. 2 outs, bases empty. 2 balls, no strikes, the count.
Down. Oh, yeah. 2-1.
1-1-1.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Over to first. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. We're back here at the ballpark, and the batter will be the shortstop, Brooks Lee. And that one fouled off. Late that time, and it's strike 2. He must have been sitting on something off speed. Try to get him chasing on the changeup. Just misses with that one. What a take with 2 strikes. That one to first. Miller takes it to first for the out. Jake Rucker, the next to hit. And that drops in for a strike. That's a hittable pitch, but not what he was looking for. Early in the count, it's okay to take that. There's a strike. He didn't like either of the first 2 he saw, and now he has to battle down 0-2. Next one misses. Ball 1. Great job to lay off that one on 0-2. Those big looping curves are very tempting.
1-1-1.
Ground ball, right side. Whips it to first. 2 straight retired to begin the bottom of the 3rd. Back to the top of the order here. Coming up to the dish now for St. Paul, Anthony Prado. Cracked a double the first time at bat. Line drive to short and caught. So they go quietly. Welcome back to St. Paul, top of the 4th inning. Swing, high fly ball to center field. In and to the right. Hauls it in, there's one away. Not a lot of minor league outfielders can make that play, but he's showing he's got the goods. A center field prospect like this is valuable to any organization. The center fielder batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. Fastball for a strike, and it's 0-2. He's shown some excellent command in this game, and that's helped drive his success, really putting the ball where he wants it to go. In the dirt.
1-2.
And he hits a ground ball to the right side, and that's just foul. Fly ball down the line. Blaze going back on this one. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. Here's the 1-2 offering. Struck out swinging. Leadoff batter retired in the 4th. And now the first baseman, Ty France. 0 for 1, struck out swinging last time. Line drive, base hit. So 1 on now with 1 away. He was ready to go on the first pitch, and it paid off. Great rip on that one to the pole side. Didn't get too far ahead of it, just kept a nice bat path through it for a line drive base knock into the outfield. Next to hit for the Saints, Aaron Sabato. Grounded out to short the first time up. This pitch popped up. Gonzalez. And there's 2 away. Those high fastballs in the zone look so tempting, but it's hard for hitters to get on plane with them. Stepping to the plate next for St. Paul, Walker Jenkins.
0-1.
The 0-1. That one pushed to the left and foul. Swings and misses, struck him out. So no runs here on a base. Bottom half of the 5th, and the Saints batting. Late on that fastball. A little too slow on that heater. He might have been expecting something off speed. Down 0-2, swings through it. Down 0-2, and now you have to shorten up and just find a way to put it in play. Maybe gonna have to fight 1 or 2 off. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That just missed.
Ball.
Swing and a miss. Got the strikeout. And the leadoff batter retired in their half of the 5th. So digging in, Diego Cartaya, 0 for 1 so far.
No.
Cartaya, 23 years old, and he's a native of Venezuela.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
1 out and the base is empty. That one off the mark, and it's 3-0. Pretty unusual seeing him fall behind in the count like this. He could give up his first walk here. And there's the automatic take to make it 3-1.
3-1.
That one finds the zone. That is strike 2.
Count is full.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. 2 quick outs here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Brooks Lee now at the plate. 0 for 1. Grounded out the first time around.
Ball low.
2 outs, base is empty. Right through there for a strike.
Ball.
And a big swing and a miss.
2-2.
2 down and nobody aboard. Bottom half of the 5th. Try to get him chasing on the changeup.
Full count.
Swings through it for the K. Picks up the 7th strikeout of the ball game. Continues to roll on the mound. 5 shutout innings in the books. No score. Base is empty with 2 out. And now the DH, Cy Griffey. 1 for 2.
Ball outside. That's
2 straight breaking balls away. If he wants to go back to that spot later in this AB, I'd expect a fastball inside here. That one's spoiled, and it's now 2-1. Good pitching there, putting it a bit up and in on his hand so he can't extend for more power. 2-1 now. Swing and a drive. And that one hops the wall. Around first, hustling for two. In safely with a double, second of the day. That makes 2 doubles for him on the day. Not a bad bit of work by the DH. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Digging in for the Saints, Jake Rucker. A lot of hittable pitches being taken right now. He's not exactly an ace, so you'd expect the hitters to be a bit more aggressive on mistake pitches. And a curve misses outside. On the corner for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter here in the 6th. Now the third baseman, Anthony Prado.
Nope, ball.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. One-two pitch. Out to center. Racing over to make the catch. Stepping in, the center fielder, number 11. On the ground, right side. There in plenty of time, ends the inning. Make it 6 shutout. Bottom of the inning, coming up to the dish now for St. Paul, Ty France. Close, but called a ball. I was certain that was a strike. Not my call, though. Swing lifted to left field. It's pretty deep. Makes the grab, 1 down. Next to hit, Aaron Sabato. Oh, and 1-run ball game, but he's staying aggressive out there on the mound, coming right after these hitters. To third, has some trouble with it. Makes the throw, but it's not in time, and they can't get the out. And that one must feel a little extra special given his struggles over the last 10 games or so. That one was served in a punch bowl right down the middle, and he regretted it as soon as it left his hand. Good job to let the low one go there. Swings through the fastball up in the zone. Looks like he might be willing to chase up the ladder even higher. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Hey, fans, remember that when either team strikes out 10 times in the game, Big Kale Soda will send every fan in attendance home with a 6-pack of the healthiest soda out there. Rosario in the box now, takes strike 1. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. Started out hard in, then went soft away, and now the hitter's got to battle down 0-2. Hard for him to know what's coming next. The Saints with the tying run aboard at first, and that one gets by the catcher. That's a wild pitch, and it allows the tying run to move into scoring position. And the tying run at second. Just missing there. Impeccable discipline to lay off of that one. Wow. The 2-2. Swings and misses. It's a K. And that. So up next, Cy Griffey. Switch hitter, batting righty against the lefty on the mound. Stops it on a slide. Fires to first. And they get the out. We're back here at the ballpark. And here at the plate, Diego Cartaya. That big curveball can be such a tough pitch to handle. It can buckle hitters like it did there.
No, that's out.
And the count 1-2. Winds, here's the pitch. That one misses. 2-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Fights that one off. We'll reset and do it again. 2-2 now. Punches that one away with 2 strikes. Try to get him chasing on the changeup. 9th pitch of the at-bat up next. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Payoff pitch. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And that's one away. The leadoff hitter retired in the 8th. So they turn things over to the righty, Josh Winkowski. Has some nasty breaking stuff. Griffey with a respectable game both at the plate and on the mound. He took care of Digging in now for the Red Sox, Cy Griffey. Runners at second and third, nobody out. A very difficult situation for the defense. First pitch misses, ball 1. With first base open, he doesn't have to really attack this hitter the way he would if the bases were loaded. The 1-0 pitch. Some serious heat, 97 on that fastball. Line drive, that's a base knock. 1 run's in, headed for the plate. Safe! And they lead by 2 now. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
Stop, comic.
Stay back on that one and not roll over on it. Let it get deep in the zone, then drop the bat head on it and ripped it the other way for a knock. 2 outs, runner on first base. Now it's the switch-hitting outfielder, Cy Griffey. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. In there at the knees. No reason to jump at a strike from a pitcher who's struggling like this. Chances are you'll get another pitch to hit. On the ground to first, France takes it to the bag, and that'll do it. So 1 hit. Have you got problems with polecats? Are you fussing with ferrets? Do stoats have you stumped? Then you ought to call Ralph's Weedhorn Morton. Line drive to center. Lays out and makes the play. On that catch, he was really going full tilt. Good job to track the ball in the air and hang on for the out. 2 outs, bases empty. Griffey, 1 for 2 with a 2-run single back in the first inning. A laser into the outfield. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And next to hit for the Saints, Diego Cartaya. On a line for a base hit. So they get a runner on with a 1-out single.
It's kind of like a predecessor, not predecessor, but like related to that. Yeah, that Ken Griffey Jr. baseball would be
he's been terrific with his command in this.
Kind of like the model for what this is.
The center fielder, Cy Griffey.
But they changed a lot of stuff up since because the last one I got was like 17 or 18, and Griffey was on the.
That misses the zone, and that's ball one. Raya, 6'1" right-hander, 22 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2020. Sharp grounder into the outfield for a hit. So 1 on now with 1 away.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Strong individual day and a team win, and you'll take that every time. This is a game he can feel really good about.
I got like to the last boss, and I just did it like a few times, but I never got over the final hump. I think it was like the last form of the Sephiroth I didn't beat.
So 2 down. Here's the center fielder, Cy Griffey. Collected a couple of hits in yesterday's game.
Hee-haw! Ball high.
And that one hit to first. There with plenty of time, inning over. End of a half inning of play. Nobody on and 2 outs. Digging in for the Saints, Diego Cartaya. In the air to left center. That's back. Brings it in for the 3rd out. 1 hit in the... Next up, Cy Griffey, 0 for 1. That one hooked foul. Meyer leads off of first with 2 out. Julien. Play made. That ends the inning. But they go deep. Griffey will hit next. Griffey measures 6'2", 210 pounds, and he's got 4 homers over his last 10 games. Ripped, but it curls foul. Two outs and nobody aboard. Now a high fly ball to left center. Brings it in with a nice running grab. Here's the third baseman, Armando Alvarez. The 0-1 offering. That's a base hit. The tying run is aboard. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out. It's been a tough run at the plate for him lately. He needed that base hit. Man, that ball was smoked 107 miles per hour off the bat. Clearly doing something. Line drive for a base hit. Runner rounds third, on his way to the plate. Comes across to score. Now the tag at second, and he's out trying to stretch it into a double.
Thanks, man. Have a good one.
Them, and the inning is over. 3 runs on 3 hits. No errors. No one left. Midway through inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. The Woo Sox lead it 7-2. Griffey getting ready to hit. Swing and a high fly to left. Makes the grab, 2 down. Just a shade too early with the swing, and the mechanics might have broken down a bit. He needs to try to put that up the middle instead of yanking it to the pull side. This wasn't his best game ever, but he definitely helped them in the win. Nice job. Cy Griffey is on a tear so far this season, leading his team in homers. So 2 down, and here is Cy Griffey. Skies this one to center. Ramirez on the way over. Brings it in for the 3rd out. We're in the bottom of the 1st. Stepping to the plate for Syracuse, Nick Madrigal. Ground ball, right side. It's through for a hit. Runner aboard on the leadoff single. There's that opposite field approach I was preaching, and that's something every evaluator watching this game will love to see. Not a whole lot of minor leaguers who are great at using the whole field. And now the shortstop, Donovan Walton. Nobody out and a runner at first. Takes a strike. With 2 straight strikes on the inner half of the plate, that leaves the batter vulnerable away. Maybe something off speed. Got the hitter swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Joey Meneses getting ready to hit. So clutch. Arguably the team's MVP this year. Pitch, runner breaking for second. Cut on and miss. Safe at second, he easily steals the bag. This team knows the catcher doesn't have an elite arm, so they're doing the smart thing to test it here. The pitcher has to help the catcher by varying timing, stepping off, and breaking the runner's rhythm. So digging in, Ryan Clifford. Such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Keeps the heart rate low, maintains focus, and doesn't shift approach in run-scoring opportunities. What an asset in the lineup.
0-1.
Bouncing ball here, rolls foul. Madrigal on at second with 2 away. That misses the zone. Ball 1. On 0-2, hitters are often expecting a curveball out of the zone. Oh, that's a strikeout, and that does it for this inning. An inning in the books tonight, and we're scoreless here on the show. Today's game is brought to you by Sudsy Susie's Body Wash, offering new scents like oak, rhubarb, and floor polish. Base hit, center field. Runner on base to start the inning. Beautiful example right there of an up-the-middle approach paying off. If you're in the minors and you show that kind of swing consistently, you'll probably move up the ladder soon enough. So up next, Rafael Ortega.
Ball, that's inside.
Go ahead, run it first. Nobody out. Bottom half of the second inning. Fly ball, left field.
I got it. 2-2-2.
Makes the grab on the run. Coming up to the dish for Syracuse, Alex Ramirez. Doing a good job lately to avoid swings and misses. Pushed that hitting streak to 12 games the last time out. Bottom of the zone, called strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And
One
that's
ball,
in the dirt.
2
This
strikes.
is a teachable moment on the bases. If you've got good instincts and you see the ball's going to hit the dirt, you can take off early and try to move up. That comes with experience. 2 down. Carson Benj digs in now. Just
Ball, that's
missed.
low.
Benj, 22 years old. He's usually in right field, but today he's getting the DH spot. Check swing, went around.
1-1.
That's strike 1. Pops this one up. And that's the end of the inning. So no runs here. We're back here at the ballpark. And here's the catcher, Onyx Vega. He reached back and blew the high heat by him. Batter didn't have much of a chance to catch up to that. Swings over the top there. Not sure what was discussed in the hitters meeting before this game. They're swinging at just about anything. And
One
that's
ball,
in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. And now the 1-2. Fights it off, we'll see another. 1-2 now. That one
2
missed.
balls, 2 strikes.
Here's a grounder right side, and that's just foul. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. They get the leadoff batter here in the third. Back to the top of the order here. Digging in for the Mets, Nick Madrigal. 1 for 1, led off the bottom of the first with a single.
Yeah!
Seems like that was just a good bit of framing right there. Stole a strike. Little
That's
bit
a
low.
ball.
Still scoreless in the bottom half of the third. And that drops in for a strike.
Ball. 2-2 the count.
Liner to second and picked on the hop. Whips it to first. 2 straight retired to begin the bottom of the third. Next up for the Mets, Donovan Walton. 3-pitch strikeout in the last AB. Will definitely want to do better this time. On the corner for a strike. Swing and a miss. Chases that one in the dirt. Up with it. Fires to first. In time. Inning over on the strikeout. Nothing doing here in this half of the inning. End of 3. No score. Griffey will hit next. Very balanced hitter here. Perfectly comfortable with shooting the ball the other way for a base knock, but also with the ability to put a few over the fence.
Hey!
And the righty delivers. Well struck, right field. This one on its way. Snags it on the warning track. The wind definitely played a role there. Off the bat, I thought that one was gone for sure. Welcome back. The Mets at the dish here in the bottom of the fourth.
Leading off for the Mets, the first baseman, Joey